to touch and then recover out to the three-point line.
Giannis checks out. Connaughton, Portis, Ingles, Holiday, and Lopez, and a timeout taken. Toronto Raptors tied with the Milwaukee Bucks on the second night of a back-to-back. The Jays continue their spring training slate with a matchup against the Tigers. Coverage begins tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on Sportsnet, in Sportsnet Now. Raptors tied at 56. Toronto, this one road game, and then they head back home for 4 before heading out onto the road. And you see the last 14 games played. But here's the thing. It is interesting to know. Talked about this a little bit in the past. Milwaukee, Philly, Boston, New York, and Brooklyn are the only teams in the East that have winning records on the road. Only Cleveland in the top 6 doesn't. They're 16 and 20 at the start of today. In the West, only one team has a winning record on the road. Clippers are 18 and 18. They're 500. So Raptors, there's a lot of teams that struggled finding consistency this season out on the road.
Because teams are just better. The teams are better, and that's what I equate it to. It's not just those days where you're just going to play and you know you're playing games and you're going to mark that down on the calendar as a win. The East has gotten better from top to bottom. I won't say the Charlottes and all those, but the top 10 players is very consistent. Teams is very consistent, and they're tough games. They're tough games to play, especially when you're on the road.
And then when you factor in, as that shot doesn't go, there's only 5 players this season that have started and played in every game. Right? So that also, having players in and out of the lineup, creates some of that parity as well.
No, definitely. When you don't know day to day, and these are major guys that are sitting out some of these games.
Ingles' shot doesn't go. Under 2 minutes left here in the first half. Rockford's finest will bring it into the front court. Here's Fred attacking. Kicks it back out to Siakam. Pascal backing in on Ingles. And that spin move. Shot comes up short. Tied at 56 still. Fred digging in. Double. Ingles underneath. Portis. And Portis with a bucket.
The Bucks have very good ball movement throughout this game. When you added Joe Ingles, who's pretty much a point forward, he can pass the ball, he can handle the basketball, and shoot the ball. That's just another addition to your offense.
Fred the 3, and off the mark, and Bobby Portis with a rebound. 10 points, 6 rebounds for Portis, and the denial.
And you see the difference that a Pirtle makes for this team.
Trailing, sends it back over to Siakam. The 3 doesn't go. Raptors now 6 for 17 from 3. Bucks are 10 for 25. Raptors with 7 second chance points. The Bucks 0. They've done a good job on the glass. The Raptors. Milwaukee also not sending as many to the glass as well, trying to get back to slow down the transition.
And you have to get back on this Raptors team. We talk about getting back on the Bucks team. You have to get back with these Raptors teams because they're very effective pushing the pace. Nice pass by Fred.
And Pirtle unable to connect underneath. Ingles slowed down by Fred. Now a whistle and a foul. Stay tuned for the Subway halftime with Brad Sherman. Danielle, all coming up in a matter of seconds here on a Sunday night from Milwaukee. And Scotty Barnes is headed back early. He had the left hand taped. You see him taking that tape off. And Scott McCullough, the head athletic trainer of the Toronto Raptors, was looking at it prior to Scotty heading back into the visitors' locker room. Giannis spins, kicks it. Portis three, doesn't go. Raptors, all things considered, on the second night of a back-to-back in 10.